They go with Howard again. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go, let's go. Gotta go, gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
You see it, you see it. Stop. 180.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On second down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Tempo, tempo.
They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K.J. Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Red, up.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Let's go. Come on, gotta go.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Hurry.
Here's Trubisky to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
Now Wilson on second down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Stop! 180!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on, tempo, tempo.
Here's a give to Penny, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Go, 14. Tempo, tempo. Gotta go.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Stop! 180! Hey, man, watch the food, watch the food.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Now he's flushed out right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former first-rounder, Barkevious Mingo. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
18.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. 5 yards on the pickup. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle. Signal and a timeout.
Gotta go.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
14.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Come on, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Barkevious Mingo in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Come on, let's go.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now Trubisky on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Move. We go. Let's go. There we go. You see it?
This is Howard on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Come on, gotta go.
Now Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They begin with a run by Penning, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Aaron Lynch, of course, came to Chicago in free agency from San Francisco.
An excellent pass rusher. 12.5 sacks his first 2 years with the 49ers. Injuries have limited him recently, but they're hoping he can be the great complement to Leonard Floyd on the other side getting after quarterbacks.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Now Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They run it with Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
95.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Howard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Hurry.
On third down, this is Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Seahawks on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've